What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Whew, it has been a minute. I've been super busy the last couple of months with tax season at work and competition season with dance and the dance season coming to an end and our year-end show, and then getting into like tax deadlines at the end of June. Like, it has just been so busy for me lately that I haven't been able to dedicate the time that I've wanted to this channel. And honestly, now that I'm able to just like sit down and breathe and reflect a little bit, I'm really excited to be able to film more videos over the summer. And now that my schedule's opened up a little bit, I really want to do some work on my channel. There's a couple of things that I've been thinking about to try and improve the quality of my videos. And I wanted to try some different backgrounds. I built a actual background stand, like a DIY background stand that I've been wanting to try out. And I've just been too busy to put any sort of like time or effort into these things because I do have a full-time job and a part-time job on top of that teaching dance. So it's just been so crazy, but it's summer and I'm so excited to be back in front of the camera and filming videos again. I'm pretty sure I posted my first YouTube video almost a year ago. I think it was August 1st or July 31st that I posted my first video. So we're coming up on almost a year of being on YouTube, which is so crazy to think. Like, this past year flew by so fast. I cannot believe it's already the beginning of July. Like, this is crazy. I just feel like it went by in a blink. So a lot of time has actually passed since I've bought a whole bunch of new makeup in 2018 so far and hauled it for you guys on my channel. And even though I haven't been able to sit down in front of the camera and talk to you guys about these products, I have been using them every single day. So for today's video, I wanted to do a makeup haul hits and misses roundup for you guys. So what I did was I went back through my past 2 or 3 haul videos looking at all the new makeup that I've purchased lately, and I picked out the ones that I thought were huge hits, and I also picked out the ones that I haven't been so thrilled about. Everything else kind of fell in the middle, but I've picked out for you today some of the best products that I have purchased recently that I have really been loving, and the ones that I was really excited for that maybe didn't turn out as good as I wanted them to. So because I've been so MIA lately, I thought this was the perfect time to sit down and check in with you guys and share with you some of my current beauty favorites. Let's go ahead and get into the video. If you want to see some of my makeup haul hits and misses, keep watching. Okay, let's get started with face products. The first one that I have here is a primer, and I'm not actually sure if I hauled this. I can't remember if I did, but I have been using this every single day, and this is the NYX Pore Filler Primer. For me, this is a perfect dupe for the Benefit Professional. It feels the exact same, it performs the exact same. I actually wouldn't be surprised if it was made in the same place. Like, these 2 primers are just perfect dupes for each other, and the Benefit Professional, I think, is like, it's kind of pricey. Like, I think it's $36 Canadian or something for a big tube. Like, it's not cheap, and I know that this NYX Pore Filler Primer is like much less expensive than the Benefit Professional, and to me, they perform the exact same. I wear this like right here where I have like most of my pores, the pores that are so large that if you look too closely, you'll fall in. And then I use it here as well to blur out some of my pores and imperfections in the center of my forehead. And then I also use it here as well as in the center of my chin. And I just feel like it works really well to blur and to like provide a really beautiful base for setting down the makeup. So huge fan of this NYX Pore Filler Primer. The next face product that I have here is this Becca HydraMist Set and Refresh Powder. Holy smokes, I love this. I have been using this every single day. I actually set my foundation first with the Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder. I use that like underneath my eyes, around my nose, forehead, everywhere that I use that NYX Pore Filler Primer. I set my foundation down with that sort of more of a heavy duty powder. But what I use this for is like all over the rest of my face, especially in the cheek area, because I feel like this is a really like moisturizing powder, which is like kind of an oxymoron and a weird thing to say. And I don't know if it actually has like moisturizing properties, but it feels like it goes on wet. Like, I talked about this at length in my haul video. This powder is like some serious voodoo. I don't know what's going on with it, but it feels like it goes on wet. It doesn't feel like it dries out my skin. And I do need to set my foundation down with powder, but a lot of times I can feel like those powders are just sucking every last bit of moisture out of my face. and by the end of the day I'm like a cracky mess, and I hate that. So this has been working so well for me. I am such a fan of this product. And then the last face product that I have been loving is this L'Oreal Lumi Bronze It Bronzer. And again, this is another amazing find from the drugstore. I absolutely love the color of this bronzer. I feel like it works so well with my skin tone. It is definitely a very blendable bronzer, so I feel like when I put it on, it blends out really well. It doesn't end up looking muddy or patchy or anything like that. And a little goes a long way. So like you can see there's this huge pan, and I've been using this every single day, and I've barely made a dent in the imprint on the pan. Like, I am just such a fan of this bronzer. And if you guys are looking for like good drugstore alternatives to, you know, like the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer, the Tantastic one, or like a NARS Laguna bronzer or something like that, you should definitely look into this because this is a really great bronzer. All right, so now moving on to the eyes. I think I got this at the start of this year and I've just been so obsessed with it. This is the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. This is just such the perfect little palette. I absolutely love it. I love every single color in this palette. The shades are so beautiful, they're so pigmented, and they go together so well. So it's nice to be able to like just pick up a little palette like this and go in with the colors that I need, and it's really, really quick, fast, and I know I'm gonna get a beautiful look out of it. I absolutely love this shimmer shade right here. As you can see, it's very loved by me. Like, I've dug into that bitch a lot. And I love the fact that it has like a matte white shadow. Like, it's just so pretty. And I was a little nervous at first because this was like kind of pricey. Like, I feel like this was 35 bucks or something like that. And I thought, you know, $35 for 9 little shadows, but it is really compact. Like, it's easy to travel with. It's just like, it's just the perfect little palette, and I love it. And then these next two eyeshadows are from Colourpop, and man, have I loved the crap out of these shadows. These are like two little Super Shock shadows. This is in the shade Paisley, and this is in the shade Frog. And as you can see, I have majorly hit pan on this one. Like, I feel like I have used this almost every single day that I've done my makeup because it is such a beautiful eyeshadow topper. Like, you guys know that I love like champagne, shimmer, like really light, you know, reflective eyelids, and this is just so perfect. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, the glitter and the foil in this is just so like fine. It's not super glittery or super chunky or anything like that. And it's a beautiful consistency. Like, it's a really nice sort of creamy consistency, easy to apply to the lid with the finger. So I just like go into the crease with a few brown shadows, swipe this over the lid, and I am ready to go. Like, it's such a quick and beautiful eye look. And yeah, I'm running low on this, and I want to make sure that I buy like 5 more of them before they discontinue this because I'm in love. And then the next one here I haven't used as much, but I have definitely used, and it is called Frog. It is a purple shade. I'm actually wearing it on my eyelids today, and you can see how like bright and reflective it is. Like, it is such a beautiful color, and they're so versatile too. I feel like that you could wear these by themselves and it would just be like a really light wash of color and glitter, or if you use them as an eyeshadow topper and put them on over top of more pigmented eyeshadows, you get a really intense eye look. So yeah, huge fan of these Super Shock shadows, and I'm definitely going to be picking more of them up. And the next item that I've been loving from my new makeup recently, this should come as no surprise to anyone, but it's the Tarte and Aspyn Ovard palette. Oh my gosh, I just love this palette. It is so beautiful, and I actually find myself reaching for the blush color quite a bit. Even when I'm not using the palette for the eye colors, I find I will still reach for the palette so that I can use the blush because I think it is such a beautiful, flattering pink color. And I've also really been loving this shade right here, which is called Endless Summer. Beautiful all over the lid shade, so gorgeous. I love that it has a matte white. There's some beautiful browns in there. This highlighter is really beautiful. I love it in the inner corner. And it is really not often that you get a palette that you use every single shade and every single product out of. And that's what I love about this, is that like it has a blush, a highlighter, and 9 eyeshadows. And I have dipped into every single one, like a lot more than once. So I think that that is like the sign of a really useful, good palette. So now moving on to lashes, and honestly, I have had like a lash epiphany in the last month, and it is all due to this product right here. This is the Velour Lash Adhesive, and it is in the like black formula. And honestly, like, I have figured out all of my problems with eyelashes have been related to the lash glue that I was using. So it's the duo glue that you can get at the drugstore, and even though it says it dries down clear, it was still leaving like huge chunks of glue on my lash. And then after I used the lashes, I would take them off and I would go to peel the glue off, and honestly the lash would just get completely destroyed. I would try to delicately pull it with the corners of my fingernails. I would try using tweezers. I would try soaking it in eye makeup remover first, and no matter how much I tried, I still ended up ripping the lashes apart as I was trying to get the glue off. Okay, first of all, you need way less of it, so it is so good. It just puts, all you need is a very thin, the thinnest, tiniest amount of glue on the band. It's black, so it blends in with my eyeliner, which is amazing, and it sticks down so easily. Honestly, when I watch some other YouTubers' beauty videos and they just boop, pop on a pair of lashes so quickly, I could never understand it, because they just set it down, take tweezers and push down the outer corner and the inner corner, and suddenly the lash is perfect and it's staying in place. And I never had that experience. I was always pushing it onto my lid, and it was sliding around no matter how tacky I let the glue get. And then when I would try to stick the lash down, it wouldn't stick. I would have to hold it. It was just such a disaster. That has all changed with this little tube of glue. And now my experience with lashes has completely changed. I find it sticks down so much better now that I'm using this glue. So I pop the lash onto my lash line and I push down on the inside and outside, and it actually stays. I don't have to fuss around with it, get in there with my fingers, nothing like that. It's just so simple. Then when I take the lashes off, the glue comes off so easily. I know that that's why I was ripping my lashes apart before, and I couldn't understand why people were saying that you could wear velour lashes 20 to 30 times. I was no way. I try to peel the glue off and the lashes are completely wrecked after a few uses. But this glue peels off so easily, and it's the lashes are brand new. Honestly, it's night and day. It has completely changed my lash game 100%. All right, so now moving on to highlighters, and I have a lot of them here. The first one is this one by Fenty Beauty, and it is a mini size of the Hustla Baby. I am absolutely in love with this highlighter. I love the color. It reminds me of Champagne Pop, but it's just a little bit more bright, and it goes on beautifully. It doesn't emphasize my texture. It's just a really beautiful, flattering color, and I absolutely love it. And the second highlighter that I have here, it is so extra, but I love it. It's the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder. This is in the shade Coco Bling. This is such a beautiful shimmery shade. I'm actually wearing it on my face today, and I probably went a little ham on it, but it is just such a beautiful, finely milled powder. It's perfect for the inner corner. It's perfect for all over the lid. It's perfect for the brow bone. This is just such a beautiful, flattering, multi-use highlighter. Love it. The next one that I have here is the Milani Stellar Lights highlighting palette. I've actually been using this white one right here the most. This is in the shade Pearl. I love this one in the inner corner, and I also love it as a cheek highlighter. I think it's really flattering. I haven't dipped into these two shades very much, but I think that's because I love this one so much. So whenever I go to pick up this palette, I always go for this shade first. But the other two are really pretty as well. And as I said when I hauled this, this is my dream highlighter palette right here. If I was gonna create my own highlighter palette, these are the exact shades that would be in it. I just think that they're so pretty, so flattering. And I really love the formula of this one. Even though it's a drugstore highlighter, it's still really pigmented, it's smooth. I feel like it doesn't emphasize my texture. So this was a big time win for the drugstore. And then the last highlighter that I have here that I've been loving recently, I feel like this is one that I've been dipping into the most. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Amrezy highlighter. Oh, you guys, this gold shade is just stunning. I absolutely love this highlighter. I feel like it's so flattering. And honestly, when I first purchased it, I was like, yikes, that might be, a little too dark for me, a little too blinding for me, but it's not. It just goes on so subtly and beautifully, and then you can build it up if you want to, but it is such a beautiful, flattering gold color. I'm not really a huge lover of gold highlighter. I normally go for pearlish, silvery, iridescent colors, but I have been going in on this lately because I love this color. It is so beautiful and so flattering. Definitely one of my favorites as of late. And then my last couple of favorites are a lip combo that I've been absolutely loving recently. The first is this Colourpop Ultra Blotted Lip. This is in the shade Doozy. I am in love with this formula. I cannot tell you guys, it does actually look blotted. It's not a super bright liquid lipstick that has a really sharp edge, but it looks like when you put this on and it dries down, it looks like you've been wearing it for 4 hours already. And it just kind of looks natural, it's just sitting on your lips, and it's casual, it's effortless, it's it doesn't look like you're trying too hard. I don't know if people ever interpret that when you're wearing a lipstick, but it just, like, I love how like comfortable this sits on the lips and how it's not like super bright, but it does actually look a little bit muted. And then on top of that, I've been wearing this Pixi and Chloe Morello lip icing. You guys, this shit is the bomb. Just one swipe and you get this like really reflective, luminous finish to the lips. And I've just been loving these two together, and I've been wearing it a ton. Okay, so now moving on to the misses, or the things that I was a little bit disappointed in or that didn't really work for me. Now, I just want to preface this by saying that I still like these products and I'm still going to use them. Like, there's nothing that I'm going to return or nothing that I absolutely hate that I think is a total fail, that I think you shouldn't buy. Nothing like that. These are just things that I was like really excited for, and they didn't really live up to the hype for me. So the first one is this Smashbox Primer Water. This is in the scent Centering Citrus. Now, I actually do like this product, and as you can see, I've used a fair bit of it, but you know what I freaking hate about it is the spray. Like, it doesn't come out good. Like, I get 1 or 2 good spritzes, and then the rest is like, it's just all liquid that's coming out. When setting spray comes onto your face, like in huge blobs, it can actually move your makeup around instead of set it down, which is what it's supposed to be doing. So that's the only reason why I've been kind of frustrated with this product. I actually like what's inside, but I've just been having a hard time with the pump spray. And I don't know if it's just mine that's like this or if they're all like this, but man, it has been so frustrating. I might actually take the product out of here and put it into an empty spray bottle that actually works a little bit better, because I actually do really love the scent and I like the way that this sets down my makeup. But yeah, major problems with the pump. So annoying. The next product that I have here that was kind of a heartbreaking disappointment for me was this one. This is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. This is in the shade Ballet Baby, which is exclusive to Ulta. And I absolutely love this product in Kit and Karma and Diamond Dust, and I love them. I love how glittery they are. I love how pigmented they are. I love how like gorgeously they sit on the eyelid. And this was just, I don't know, like it just didn't live up to those other two. I just feel like this is kind of an eyeshadow topper instead of an eyeshadow itself. It is pretty glittery and reflective, but I just found that it didn't, like the opacity is not what I was looking for. And when you put on Kit and Karma or Diamond Dust, there's so much glitter in there that it does look really like foiled and opaque, but this is like see-through. So you have to have a shadow on underneath, which I don't know, I was just disappointed because I absolutely love this color. I am a huge fan of lilac and lavender and like those beautiful pastel shades. And I was just expecting this to be a lot better. And I'm just like, but I'm still gonna use it. Just wanted to let you guys know that the excitement was real and the payoff, not so great. This next one is heartbreaking because I spent so much money on this shit and I was so excited. As I told you in my haul video, this item had been on my loves list at Sephora for like a year. I had tried a sample of it and I wanted to get the full size and couldn't because it was sold out for the longest time. And then I finally got my hands on it, the Giorgio Armani Eye Tint in the shade Gold Ashes, and it just wasn't as good as I remember. And maybe that's because over the last 12 months, I have tried so many new makeup products. I've bought so many items that are like designed to do the same thing as this that have really been good. And this just wasn't as good as I remember it being. And it wasn't as pigmented, it wasn't as glittery, and it wasn't as like loved by me as I thought it was gonna be. And honestly, I would reach for this Super Shock Shadow in Paisley like a million times before I would reach for this one. And this one was $40 and this was $8. So it's like, that's it there. And don't get me wrong, like it's really pretty. Like it's pretty, but it's just not what I thought. Like I guess I had built it up in my head for an entire year that I just thought that like rainbows and bunnies were gonna start shooting out of this little tube, and yeah, it was just like, it was kind of underwhelming. It's still a good product. I'm still gonna use it. You know, worth $40 just because it says Giorgio Armani on it? Absolutely not. And then the last product that I have here that's been kind of a disappointment is this one. This is the Benefit Blush Bar Palette. So this is the one that I showed you that has these 4 Benefit boxed blushes all in one, as well as the Hoola bronzer. Now, it's not that I don't like these products. I mean, I love Hoola bronzer. I wear it all the time, and I've been really, really enjoying this Dandelion, this baby pink blush right here. But I feel like the press of these individual powders is so like heavy that it's packed so tightly and I can't get any payoff on my brush. So as you guys know, I don't use a dense blush brush because I have to be really careful about how much blush I put on my cheeks, because with my rosacea, sometimes it can be so real that it's peeking through my foundation, and I don't want to add a whole bunch more color to my cheeks when I already have a lot of color there. So I like to go in with a brush, my Luxie Beauty one, that's like a little bit floppy, and I feel like it applies the product just a little bit more lightly onto my cheeks. And when I use that brush with these blushes, I feel like I can't get any payoff at all, and I really have to dig in to like actually get any product on my brush. And then also these three blushes right here are a little glittery for my taste, and so I do use them as blush toppers, but I just feel like I will never be able to get enough use of them that I'll ever hit pan on those ones. Like, I just don't know that I'm gonna get a ton of use out of these, and like maybe I should have sampled or tried their box blushes individually before buying this palette. But I do feel like it was still a good deal because you get a full-size Hoola bronzer and a full size of the Dandelion pink blush, which I'm going to use both of those up completely. But I don't know, it's just kind of disappointed because I haven't been able to get a ton of payoff from the actual blushes themselves, and I just don't feel like I'm going to use California, Gold Rush, and Rockateur very much. So I don't know, it didn't really live up to the hype. And that is it, you guys. Those are all of my makeup haul hits and misses and some of my current favorite makeup products. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and give it a like, and also leave me a comment down below letting me know what some of your current beauty favorites are, and if there's anything that you've been loving recently that you think I should try out. If you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the little notification bell so that you can get notified every time I post a video, which hopefully will be a little bit more regularly nowadays. And as always, guys, if you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment down below letting me know the kind of videos you want to see me do in the future. And if you didn't like this video, keep that shit to yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.